freedom we live is one we cry out. We carry the cross. You died and rose again. My God, I'll only ever give my all. You send Son, heaven to earth, live us all. It's eternally hurt.
So Mark, now that you've been through Youth Advance, how are you going to make a difference on your campus this year?
One thing is, I'm going to try stopping all the different cliques people say in school, like between the preps, the jocks, the nerds, and everything else. I want to like try getting everybody to come together and not such a big difference in people, because if you walk through high school, like there's lonely people out there that don't know which clique to be in and who to be friends with, because like they're new and they don't know what to do. So if you just get the cliques all together, then it'll be a lot easier just to be welcomed. It'll be kind of like a family, you know? And usually like the drugs in school, because I know a whole bunch of my friends, they're into drugs, and I want to get them away from it before they take their own lives because of something stupid.
Following the shining light, in your hands I'm proud to save the world. My life.
Alicia, what's your favorite thing about Youth Advance?
Coming to service and meeting with God and having a great time.
Proud to save the world. My life.
Starting out school can be rough, and this is a good chance to start over new, get a good game plan for going into the
Jesus, we'll live for your name. We'll never be ashamed of you.
It's very enlightening. I learn a lot. And I don't know, God's presence is there, so it's really cool. And of course the hanging out time is fun too.
Look what you've done for me. Your blood has set me free, yeah, yeah. Jesus, my Lord, look what you've done for me. I haven't been the same ever since that day I called.
What do you think the best thing is about Youth Advance?
For me, the best thing is just being able to like get to know God more. Like the sermons and the altar calls really, they get at you, and like you walk away always thinking about, man, how could I change, or how could I become better in my relationship with God? And also the people that you come here with, you grow so close to during the whole thing. And this time especially, I've made tons of friends, or better friends with the people within our youth group, and that's something really great that you can experience back in Newcastle, but here it's just more of an open environment to do that.
What's your favorite part of Youth Advance?
I love the worship time and how everything is just there. It's amazing. Like you get to spend time with God, and I love the environment. How everybody is always encouraging you to be a campus missionary. That it's okay to pray. This is what we can do, like 30-second kneel down, and you can read the Bible, and it's okay. Like you're not. Teachers may say something, but it's okay. You have rights to do things according to God. They encourage you so much to do whatever you want to do. It's rewarding for Him. That's so good about it.
So Sam, let me ask you, we're here at Youth Advance, we learned a lot about campus missions. What do you think, as a college student, what can you do on your college campus for Christ?
I think that definitely standing out and being able to stand up for what you believe in and being able to represent Christ.
What was your favorite part of Youth Advance, and how do you think we can take what we learned here and apply it back home in Newcastle?
My favorite part of Youth Advance was, I loved the worship and the preaching and the services and all that, but my favorite part is always hanging out with students like you guys and just being a goofball at times, but having good, clean fun, playing sports with you guys, being able to sit around and talk about anything and just grow in our relationships and bond together as a group. I think that's very important for us to go on trips like this so that we can bond and get to know each other outside of church, because too often our relationships are built on just what we do inside of our church building. And we need to do more stuff outside of our church. The stuff we do in church is important and necessary. We got to worship together. We got to study the Word of God together. But if that's all we do, we're just going to be a bunch of church brats that don't make a difference in our world. And that's why something like Youth Advance is designed to train us as a group to win souls for Christ, to have the passion for the lost, and then to take it back home and take it outside of the doors of our church and be able to take it into our schools, whether we go to Shenango or Union or Newcastle, wherever it is, so that we can make a difference. We can start a Bible club. We can go to See You at the Pole. We could witness to our friends at a football game, or we could do anything, just as long as we're representing Christ through the way we live, and then also verbally being aggressive and intentional in our sharing Christ with others. We have to be intentional. With the stuff that we've learned here, we have to be intentional to take it back to our schools and do something with it. Otherwise, we've just wasted $94. We just wasted 4 days away from home, and although we may have had fun, if we don't do anything with what we have, we've wasted it, and we basically have thrown it back at God and say, well, thanks for the good weekend. Now I'm going back to live my life. We've got to make a difference.